Hi everyone, welcome to Smart Semester's Python programming playlist. In this video, we are going to discuss typecasting concept. In literal sense, casting means converting from one form to another form. Here, it is typecasting, meaning we are converting variable data type from one data type to another data type. Let's see the definition. Typecasting, it is also known as type conversion in programming. Why I mentioned in programming, not specifically Python programming, means every programming language gives the flexibility of typecasting. So it is a general concept applied in every programming language. So typecasting in programming is forcefully changing a variable from one data type to another data type. That is known as typecasting. Let's see how typecasting is done in Python. Let's say we have a variable a and it is storing 10. By default, Python treats every integer as int data type. So a is of int data type. Now you want to convert that a from int to float. How to convert? Assign b as float of a. If you write this, value that is getting stored in b is 10.0. Here you are forcefully changing the data type of a from int to float. In this way, you typecast an integer into the float data type. Let's say you want to convert that 10 integer data type into the string data type. You have to write str of 10. Now C stores 10 not as an integer but as a string. If you want to convert the same into the complex complex of a and storing it in a variable d, what Python can do is it converts int data type into the complex data type. The output, the value which gets stored in d is 10 itself. Then what about the imaginary part? Imaginary part, by default it will be 0 0. Then, if you want to give the imaginary part too, you have to give one more extra attribute for this complex way function a, and then what has to be come in the place of 0. Let's say 20. Now 10 plus 20j will get stored in variable e. In this way, you can convert into data type into the complex data type. And one more thing, in Python, any non-zero value, either it can be negative number or positive number, any non-zero value except 0 is treated as true. 0 is treated as false. So if we typecast value of a into bool, since a is storing 10, it is treated as true. Value that gets stored in g is true. Let's suppose a value is 0. Now, if we typecast it into the bool, value that gets stored in G is false. In this way, you can typecast data type of a variable from one form to the another form for primary data types available in Python. If you want to typecast complex data types in Python, even that can be achieved. For example, we have list 1 that is storing two values 20 and 30. If you want to typecast this list into set, you have to use set of list 1. Assign it to a variable, let's say set 1. Now set 1 have the value like this 20 comma 30. If you have watched the previous video, you will know the difference between list, set, tuple and dictionary by looking at their notations itself. Now, if I want to typecast this list into the tuple, you can write tuple of list 1. Let me assign it to tuple 1 variable. The value that gets stored in tuple 1 is 20 comma 30. Even if you have a string, let's say b equals to hello. Now, if you want to convert this string into list, even that can be achieved in Python using this typecasting. List of b. Let's say we are assigning it to the variable z. Now, z will treat every character of this string as a separate element. The value that gets stored in z is h e l l o. Like this, every character will be treated as a separate element of list z. In this way, typecasting is achieved in Python. Typecasting is nothing but converting, forcefully changing a variable from one data type to another data type. In the next video, we will discuss about mutable and immutable data types in Python. If you have any doubts over this typecasting function, you can comment it down. I will clarify it. Thank you.